Hi Brawlers, and welcome to my review of episode 30 of Armored Alliance. I'm Haru Ren. So spoiler warning, if you haven't seen this episode yet, go back and watch it now. But if you have, sit back, relax, and enjoy my review of Armored Alliance episode 30. The first part is The Other Fight, part 1. Oh great, another two-parter. As you recall, Ajit purposefully eliminated himself just so he could get to Dan. So we're seeing what's happening next with Ajit. Ajit is taken to a strange cruise ship where a pink mechanoid puts him to sleep. Why on earth am I not surprised Havoc is also taking all these brawlers?
So when that thing sprayed me, I held my breath and just pretended to sleep.
God, Ajit is so awesome. Ajit comes across these Bacta tanks from Star Wars with brawlers in them. Okay, here's a question that I've been wondering. How are they breathing in there? I don't see any kind of oxygen mask or anything. Surely they gotta breathe somehow. Ajit frees Dan and they are going to try getting everyone off the ship, but they have to find Dan's Bakugan first. They decide to wait for another brawler to be eliminated and they follow the mechanoid to where they store the Bakugan. But oh wait, it's Storm and we get to look at Hydronoid X Krikelios. And for some reason Benton's Hydronoid doesn't feel special anymore. But my god man, Hydronoid X Krikelios actually looks really cool. Even when the arc between Storm and Ajit is finished, you can tell they're not swinging back to it. Ajit is finally free from Storm, so going back to that characterization arc would be so cliche and drag it on to something really boring. Sure, yes, he still uses the training he received, but that's just using what you learned in life to your advantage. So Dan goes to find Drago, but Magnus appears! Holy crap, now this is interesting. The next part starts off with Magnus rolling out as if he's going to attack Dan, but he's just attacking a mechanoid. I don't know why they did that. Did they not assume people watched the previous episodes? Magnus reveals that tracking McHugh that one time after he escaped, he learned about Havoc.
After McHugh escaped, I started tracking him again. That's how I learned about Havoc and his master plan. I'm gonna need strength. I'll even take someone like you.
What? Wow, thanks a lot for the vote of confidence.
Oh yeah, Magnus and Dan definitely have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba relationship going. Dan has beaten Magnus so many times, but Magnus still not accepting that they're equals and thinks he's superior to Dan because of his vast knowledge and strength, and then only teaming up with him when the situation calls for it.
Oh, this is an old friend.
That's incorrect.
What? Huh?
I'm not your friend, but I am their enemy.
He may be one of my toughest rivals, but I also consider him a friend. Deep down, I bet Kaiba feels the same way about me!
Yeah, I see the parallels there. Oh right, Storm and Ajit are still going at it. This fight is still cool though. Then we get to the part of the season that kinda irked me a little. Magnus goes on to explain most of the in-the-middle mysteries that have happened so far.
This is their research laboratory, where they develop mechanoids. They also built a factory to produce large quantities of them. They were researching more than mechanoids. Fusion Bakugan. Havoc has been creating faction Fusion Bakugan artificially. It seems that not just any Bakugan will work. In fact, most Bakugan cannot be fused at all. Havoc's real plan is to destroy the capital city of Tokyo.
So you're telling me in the time frame that Magnus didn't appear in the show, he figured out who Havoc was, figured out what his plan was, figured out what the factory was for, figured out his Fusion Bakugan power, and he did all of that off screen so that he could exposition dump all of this in one episode? Magnus deserves better, man! You know, this actually also answers the question of why Havoc's Fusion Bakugan stay fused instead of separated at the end of the battle. Artificial fusions are technically abominations, while natural fused Bakugan are naturally powerful.
I suspect Havoc captured Dragonoid so he could try to create an even stronger Fusion Bakugan.
Ooh, maybe this is a tease to Sabra. Perhaps some of the data from Dragonoid is part of Sabra? So they free Drago and go back to Ajit.
No need for introductions. We already know each other.
Huh? Oh yeah, I know him.
Wait, how does Magnus know Ajit's real identity? Last time they met, Ajit was wearing a mask the whole time. And oh boy, we're getting Magnus versus Storm? Take my money already. Christ, seriously, this is so beautiful. And the episode ends with Dan and Ajit finding out all of the Bakugan are already gone. Weren't they battling in the Bakugan room the entire time though? How are they already gone? So that was episode 30 of Armored Alliance. Let me know what your rating of the show was in the comments down below. This episode was extremely enjoyable with so much action, revelations, and Magnus always being a highlight. This episode actually tied into previous episodes we have seen and revealed all the mysteries that we have had through the season. The differences between Havoc and the Awesome Brawlers Fusion Bakugans, Havoc's real goal for the Bakugan Battle League, the factory before, though not in the way I would have hoped. Magnus this episode, while still badass and totally awesome, was just used for info dumping. I would have honestly preferred it that we get one episode where Magnus finds all of this out instead of it being a large coincidence and the exposition just spoon-fed to us. It's not that big of a deal and really just a minor personal nitpick, I'm just saying. The action was fantastic through and it's only gotten me hyped for what's next. The visuals were impressive to look at and having Magnus, Dan, and that Jeet all in one episode taking on Storm is really something to behold. So I'm giving this episode a Bakutastic. Thank you for watching this review of Armored Alliance. Be sure to press the like button and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren, and thank God for Rapid Fire. Bye!